RVK, mic check 1 2.
Jordan did. Well, did you make the picture too?
No, I paid someone for that.
You paid somebody?
It was like $20.
We're definitely gonna give you $20 back.
That's okay.
We're live, RVK Live, Raspy Voice Kids. We got the lo-fi going because that's Jordan's favorite. What?
It's not like they can't hear it. No, they can hear you. They can't hear.
Oh, the
Oh, Jordan just said it's not working. I was like, what? He's like, they can't hear it. I was like, can't hear me? He's like, no, they can hear you. I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so the RV,
all Brandon's trying to say, we vibing out in here.
We out here vibing.
Yeah, you got the music just going, feeling good.
we got Swill Dog in the fridge. You guys can see all of our sponsors. Our newest one being Sports Fans down there in Hurricane, West Virginia. Shout out to Chad Rogers. The pizza place of Morgantown up there on the mile ground. Sandwich you, king of the fat sandwich. What up, George? What up, Truck? Swill Dog. Jeremy, what should we do with the Swill Dog?
Get swilled.
We have Astorg Auto of Charleston showing much love to the Raspy Voice Kids. Early partners, early sponsors. They take such good care of us. They'll take even better care of you. But we don't really have a. You know what? We want to talk about hitting deer. Jeremy was talking about that. You don't want to talk about that, or you do?
I mean, you can go ahead and talk about it if you want to talk about hitting deer. Go ahead. That's on you, son.
Never mind. We're not gonna talk about it. I just don't. I thought Jeremy hit a deer 2 days ago. I just went out to the car and I was like, "What in the world happened to that car?" There's still fur in the grid.
No, I know. I was so irritated. Couldn't even came along. I told Brayden, I said I came up over the mountain. This not up over the mountain, but like came around a curve and all these like 6 deer on the road. Like I felt like they needed a crossing guard. Come on now. There's nothing I could do. I had to go straight through them. Like I said, I hit one and then I saw it break dancing in the middle of the road.
You see people swerve all the time, lose their life over trying not to hit a deer.
Oh no, my brain works quick. It's like Sherlock. Like I immediately analyze the situation.
Sherlock.
It's like Sherlock. My brain quickly analyzes. I can't go left. I can't go right. Looks like I'm going through you.
So we're doing a new thing tonight. It is a call-in show. However, we're asking you to text us. Send your text message. Send a comment. We will respond to that. If you send your phone number, we will call you back. Do you know any other show that does that? Well, we're innovators, groundbreakers. That's what the RVK is doing tonight.
That's what we do.
So Rvk Trev, he said, "What's good? What up, Rvk Trev? In the building. I'm tired of YouTube saying I know all this stuff. I said it to you last time. Now I don't want to learn no more." Jordan, what were the text messages we got? Here, I'll let you read them.
All right, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. As he looks for that, we're talking about the coaches. Coach Brown, Neil Brown, finally told us which coaches are where they'll be recruiting. So that is coming up on Thursday's show. We're going to break it down and talk about it. It's exciting. Like right now, we're football hungry. We're football starved. Any little bit is great. And so we're taking that and we're running with it. No, I'm waiting. I didn't know if you had the question up.
No, well, I mean, the only thing I'll say with the coaches is he kept bringing people in, but he didn't identify them. But he's been super transparent once they all figured that out. I don't know what the point was for that, but we also will have Shane Lyons on his interview. Will be on this show.
Yeah, it was a good interview. Absolutely good interview.
Billy Hahn his interview will be on.
Billy Hahn.
Billy looks like he had somebody murdered, but we can't prove it. He thought it was funny, so don't get mad at us. All right, so the first question comes. I won't say the number. Should we give a banner at Milan Pushkar for Major Harris?
We need something.
We need to retire his number. Retire 9. The Raspy Boys kids, since our earliest days, have been big on the hashtag retire 9 front. And I'm okay with retire 5 too. Hashtag retire 5.
Yeah, I'm
but
fine
9
with it too.
First because he was 30 years or 20 years
and
before.
And he changed the face of the program. Like we've talked about this before. If you go countrywide and you say Major Harris, the older people, all of them will remember. Usually if you say West Virginia, they'll remember Major Harris. I don't know if there needs to be a flag of Major there. There needs to be something honoring him for the way he changed the program.
He's got a video in the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta. He's in their Hall of Fame, but he's not in. Retire his number. The other thing that I thought about is they're going to wait till poor Don Nealon dies before he gets a statue.
Yeah.
Don Nealon needs a statue. He needs to have it while he's alive so he can enjoy it. Because if you're talking about changing stuff,
I agree.
He's the one who he changed everything. We became a national brand under Don Nealon. I mean, that's my opinion on that. You got anything else on that?
No. We need something.
Will there be an RVK tailgate this football season? Yes, there will be. Details coming, but there will be an RVK tailgate. What it'll look like exactly, we're not totally sure. Should be in the blue lot, but it might be in the light blue, but almost positively in the blue lot. But don't hold us to that. We will give you details as we get them. We'll let you know exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
It's going to be a fun time. You think the show is live? Look, man, tailgating is always fun. You get RVK, you get some drinks, you get some right people, some food.
You get ketchup on your hot dogs.
You get whatever you need. Like, it's going to be fun. If you've ever chilled with us before, a game, it's just fun. It's having a good time. It's the best of, all worlds.
That question came from Eric in Charleston. This question also comes from Eric in Charleston. What would you like to see with the new football uniforms?
No black.
No black? Oh, you mean no black on?
Excuse me, no black accents. That's like if the whole jersey is blue and gold, and you got black accents that don't make sense. Also, I know people love the all gold everything, and I know I'm in the minority or maybe the only person.
I don't think. Do people love those?
People like them enough. Gold on gold with the gold helmet only brings back bad memories for me. It would not hurt my feelings to never wear them again.
Yeah, so I'm with Jeremy. I don't like the black accents. I don't like the pickaxe font. I hate that I can't tell the difference between 11 and 1. I know it has historical meaning. It is representing and showing appreciation for the heritage of our great state. That said, I don't like the font. I think there are other ways to show respect or pay homage to it. They have the miner's helmet for the turnover. I hope that stays.
I do too. You know what?
And I hope we are Nike or Jordan only. Definitely not Under Armour. That is a Maryland brand. Adidas is second rate. They're not first tier. To me, it's Jordan or Nike.
It's so funny when you bring up the miner helmet. When we first got it, I was a little. I like the defense having something. I just felt it was a little cheesy. I know it's, for the state and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least it had some significance.
And then I watched the way they responded to it and how the players loved it. And now, even with, Coach Gibby being gone, I still want it. I would love to still have the minor hat.
I hope they still do that.
Because I feel like the players react to it.
And I don't know who has what say in that. Obviously, Neil Brown's the final say on any of that kind of stuff. But, I'm with you on that, definitely.
The pickaxe font, the thing about the pickaxe font is, I never really paid attention to it. Like you talk about,
I didn't like it from the moment that came out.
It never really bothered me. I never felt one way or the other. It was never an issue till I heard you start saying the pickaxe font, and I'm like, it really doesn't make me feel one way or the other. It really doesn't.
I do like that it's unique, but you don't have to be cheesy to be unique. And I'm not a snob. I don't think typically about this kind of stuff. I just really don't like not being able to tell 1 from 11 and other things like that. That's not the only thing.
They're a little close. Okay, I get what you're saying. The numbers are a little close, but like I said, you started saying, "What up, Yeti?" Yeti, big shout out to you.
Yeti 304.
But we got a phone call.
No, not a phone call. I'm testing something so you guys know we're not.
Okay. No phone call.
Oh, we're not
Gotcha.
live?
We are live.
Oh.
I just want to let you know that
Oh.
I want to be able to hear that.
Yeah.
I love that music. Like you said it earlier.
I love that music so much. It's a Skype call, but I love it.
When the Skype call music starts.
Plus, it reminds me of all of our biggest guests. When we had our big guests, we were waiting to have them, and then that music came on.
That anticipation.
And then they answered. That's what I didn't even think about that, but that's probably what it is. And it's crazy how sounds take you certain places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sounds, like I was saying that about music the other day. The best music is the music that when you hear it, it immediately puts you in a place and a time with a person.
Yep.
And it's also the worst thing in some circumstances. But
no, music is just the best. Like.
Well, and speaking of music being the best, I've been ranting about this because I'm sick of it. People who complain about rappers today, mumble rappers, like someone was talking about 21 Savage. 21 Savage can rap. Now, it's not what you're used to, but, my dad, who liked Big Daddy Kane and LL Cool J, didn't like Juvenile.
Amen. That's exactly
He
what it is.
He doesn't like Wayne. So I just feel like it's generational, and I don't ever want to be that guy. I remember telling my cousin,
but you know
CT Money, I was like, you're gonna be the dude who at 35 years old is still wearing the same clothes he wore at 17, talking about the whippersnappers and not knowing what looks good.
But that's how it works. That's how it works.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to.
No, but that's what's going to happen.
Not to me.
It does have to.
Not to me. I refuse.
Not to individuals, but as a whole, that's what happens. The old generation always looks at the new generation. Like they're so whack. Go ahead.
No, I interrupt.
It's like my homeboy Marcus said. Marcus was like, me and him were talking back in the day, and he was like, is it me or just all the songs on the radio whack?
Yep.
And I said, you know what just happened? You just said I'm getting old.
I am old. I am old.
That's what it is.
Foggin said that. Foggin said that to me.
I realized that I'm getting old with the fact that when I start playing jams, like, no, you want to hear some real music.
Yeah.
And I put Nelly on.
Just
Underlay, the stuff that was hot.
Just like your uncle at the barbecue.
Yeah. Intergalactic from the Beastie Boys. And I'm realizing those songs are 20 years old.
They're 20 years old.
15 years old. Like,
no,
I'm being the old head that I used. One thing I don't ever want to say, and it's been hard, especially here lately. I'm not super old.
Put Middle Child on.
But one thing I don't ever want to say is, well, back in my day, I hate that so much.
Yeah.
I feel like people use it so much. And yet the older I get and the more I can't do what I used to, I look at people and I want to say it so bad, but I got to check my tone because I hate it. I feel like it's a cop-out. Because when I used to hear back in my day, I thought, I don't care what day it was. Your day, my day, your grandmama's day. You were still getting this on the basketball court, No,
like the thing I was going to say about music, what I always ask people when they're like, music is this, that, or the other, I always say, what did your parents think of your music? Everything you were saying, somebody already said. And now here you are saying it, and somebody responded to me by saying, "Well, that music already had lyrics," and I was like, "You haven't listened to today's music because I had a preconceived notion about Post Malone.
Me too.
When I heard White Iverson,
Me
I
too.
didn't really like it. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't really like it. Then I thought this is definitely a one-hit wonder, and he's not. He's a fantastic songwriter. He's a musician. He's good at what he does.
Nah, and his last few songs have been fire. They've been absolutely fire. But I'm with you. Like, there's sometimes I hear names of rappers today, and I'm like, nah, I ain't listening to him.
Yeah,
I ain't listening to
or
him.
like Weston almost got me with he's like, I won't listen to Lil Baby because it says wah, and he almost got me. Lil Baby can rap. Like, Lil Baby can legit rap. And y'all hear Cole on right now. Cole is any generation. And this song is called Middle Child because he comes from between that old school and this new wave. He's not a mumble rapper. He is a storyteller.
Nah, he's for real.
He's
for real.
dope.
He's one of them dudes who's going to be one of the greatest. Not one of them people like, Michael Jordan, the greatest ever. But I say he's in that, top 20 category.
I mean, right now he's top 2. It's him and Kendrick in my opinion.
No, alive. Yeah. Right now, but.
Well, yeah.
Dude is sick.
Yeah.
Dude is sick.
By the way, I like Kodak Black. It's another thing. Kodak Black can rap too. He doesn't. Now, he can't dress. He looks like a moron.
They really do.
By the way, Jimmy, did you hear about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No.
He turned state's witness. He snitched.
Nah, I heard that
He
from
told
something
on
though.
everybody.
Was that the Breakfast Club who's bringing that out? Somebody.
Maybe I didn't see it there. He told on everybody, and they're putting him in witness protection. Jeremy,
I didn't know.
I saw today. I saw a tweet that said, the tweet said, "Honey, who's that new fella down this road with the 69 tattooed on his? Like, how's he going in witness protection? Explain to me how you do that."
Come on now.
It's not like El Chapo. They can change his nose. The man has a giant 6ix9ine tattooed on his face. I think he's got other face tats. The rainbow hair you can cut and get rid of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you put that dude in witness protection. Everyone's gonna notice you. Now, obviously, they can do things that we can't do. They got all kinds of secrets. My feeling is that Treyway is gonna catch up with his butt.
Yeah. Trev says, "What's your favorite bubble yum flavor?" Now, here's the thing. I'm not so interested in that because bubble yum. How long ago was that? I will say this just to brag a little bit because you know me, I don't normally be the type to be bragging, but let me throw this out there. I was the bubblegum champ of Emerson Elementary School 3 of the 6 years I was there.
What's that mean? You sweet?
Now means that I can make bubbles.
You made the biggest bubble.
That's right.
Because when you said bubblegum champ, I'm like,
that's a bubblegum blowing champ.
You said bubblegum.
Oh my! Bubblegum blowing champ. You had to take.
It took me a second. I think Jeremy also was into marbles. He was in a He skipped going to a trip. Skipped going on a family trip to Florida to win in or to play in
the county tournament.
County marble tournament.
Martin was the kid who beat me. I should have beat him. My ball lined up at the very end. I hit it. It should have went out the circle. And I remember him taking the win. And I remember thinking, you didn't even deserve that. You know like I know.
CT Money says different generations think Eminem versus MGK. He said it's so clear cut who won. Who won it, Jeremy? M or MGK?
I think that Eminem won.
Okay.
And I think that his
right answer so far.
Eminem did not have to do as much to exonerate himself. I think that MGK's verse was better. I honestly feel like
you think his song was better.
I enjoyed his more.
The man said,
Eminem's
freaking beard is weird. That was one of his hard-hitting lines.
You say that now. When everybody heard it everybody was like, oh, snap, until they heard Eminem's. I think...
No, the first time I heard it, the moment I heard it, why would your diss start with your beard is weird?
That is stupid, but the rest of the song I thought was absolute fire.
I went in listening to it. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't even going to listen to it. And I listened to it, and I was like, oh, does he love Eminem or is he dissing Eminem?
Yeah, I know.
It was like a love fest. It was like a bad relationship. 1 minute you love him, next minute you dissing him. Eminem didn't pull any punches. He said, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you.
Yeah, I think that for me, I enjoyed MGK. Like when he said certain things that hit, and I was like, oh, I did all this without Jay producing me. Like there's so many. I thought it was so well put together. But I feel like Eminem came back. He was lyrically deeper in what he said, and I felt like he exonerated himself. I think MGK's was better. I enjoyed it more, but I think Eminem won.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy MGK. I was so disappointed in MGK. It was like when Drake.
You say so disappointed. I don't ever remember. We're about to get Grant Shepard on it from the very beginning. No. I remember you saying, "Why would you?" You said, "Why would you give him props?" But I don't remember you coming this hard, like saying you didn't enjoy it. I don't.
I did enjoy it. I never, from the moment I heard it, because the first thing I said was he's bragging on him too much. He can't win the diss. It was like when Drake came back with Charged Up against Meek Mill after Meek Mill dissed him. I thought, I mean, what is that? It's not a diss song. Then he came back with Back to Back, and I was like,
back to back.
So Charged
over.
Up was just like a little jab, and then he hit him with a combo with Back to Back. That's what, to me, MGK. I was listening. I was like, oh, like, and I thought he was gonna come back with I thought he was ready. And I don't know.
Who was it? Nikki and who?
Oh yeah. Papoose and Remy Ma.
Remy Ma. It's so funny because
Remy
Ma
stomped a mud hole in her.
Her first one was good, and then she tried to go back to back
Yes,
like Drake.
Nope, couldn't do it.
And you very clearly saw she had Ghostwriter for the first one, and it was garbage.
Remy Ma don't have no. I mean, I'm not telling you.
And
I'm not telling you people don't write with
second
Remy.
song was garbage. So she made it to where all Nikki responded was back to back. You went back to whack. That's all she needed to say. Didn't even need to make a whole song.
Yeah, Nick.
Try to pull Drake and got.
But Remy Ma's status went up so much over that. I mean, not just that, but getting out of prison, and dropping fire, and also the song with Fat Joe. What's that song that they made that was on
Way
the
Back?
Mountain Dew?
Lean Back?
No. That was on the all the way up. All the way up.
That's right.
So Remy Ma did her thing. Papoose still thinks he's better than way better than he actually is. But
I don't really listen to him.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not dope, but Ronnie, what up, Ron Snyder? Trevor Mail says snitches get stitches. That's clever, man. Have you ever heard somebody say that?
Let it go. I let it go.
It's been not the best time in WVU athletics. Baseball's whack. Not whack. Started out whack.
Yeah, which is surprising because a couple years ago they would look really promising, and then
this year,
this year's not over. It's still very early. Randy Mazey has done a great job with the program. I just expected him to take that next step of
baseball's so weird though because
perennial top 25.
Yeah, baseball's so weird. Corey Turner said, "What's your thoughts on backyard wrestling?" For those of y'all who don't know, Jeremy was not only the bubblegum blowing champ, he was not only the almost marble king.
Get them all in there.
Jeremy was
I had a lot of titles. I had a lot of trophies. Don't hate. A lot of titles, a lot of trophies. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
I'm coughing up a lung. I'm doing this. I'm battling through, just like Joy with the flu game, just like Serena when she was pregnant. I just keep battling through. Jeremy also was a backyard wrestling champ. There was a backyard league.
That's right.
It was dead serious, too.
Yep.
So serious somebody broke their hip, and I'm not kidding. Jeremy was the champ. They tried to say, what did he say? It's not fair. What did he say?
I don't know. They tried so many things. Let me just say this right here. I was like 4 years younger than the people that I was wrestling with. Me and my best friend, we were by far 4 years younger than these other
birds of a feather.
People that we were wrestling
birds
with.
Of a feather.
They were all much older, and it's terrible because I was still champ. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
My name was the Jer.
I mean, how can you can't be any better than the Jer?
You can't. I wasn't even rocking sunglasses, but I remember they had like those wrestling belts that just came out, those like plastic ones you can buy.
Yeah.
End of the night, man, I was killing it. So I know you trying to shame me, Corey Turner, but don't worry about it because I rocks mine and I wears mine and I got mine on paper, son.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
all kinds of trophies and awards. What?
I remember having to go pick him up from over there.
Yeah. Actually, I believe Brandon participated too.
I never in my life.
Brandon and Mike participated. Brandon and Mike, yeah.
We came in.
They participated.
Out of the crowd, though. We weren't regulars.
They came to drop something off.
That's like saying Adam Pac-Man Jones was a wrestler because of his one appearance.
But that's like Adam Pac-Man Jones making fun of wrestlers when he himself wrestled.
I feel like him joining it was making fun of wrestlers.
Yeah, no.
It's not true. Corey, no, remember what it was. It's not true.
It's not true.
I forgot all about it. It's not true. But anyway, yeah. We everybody who got a hoodie, everybody who won the auction, won their size in the auction, everybody has their hoodie shipped. Shout out to Stephanie Childers Davis. You were the last one, and yours is coming, babe. You're gonna love it. Jay and Fiend wearing his right now. I got a white one now. That is not for sale, FYI. Jeremy's got a Raspy one that I'm super jealous of, and I've commissioned him to make me. Did you order the hats?
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, the hats.
That's what I thought.
I did.
I'm waiting on that. Get my own RVK hat. Jeremy already has one. Did not think to get me one, but that's all right. That's all right. I ain't mad at him.
You know,
Jeremy tried to say.
I know how it was gonna turn out. I had to see it first. Came out dope. So,
Mike Reiser says, "What's up, guys? So why isn't Culver touching the ball every possession? He draws a double team, leaving someone open, and they know that. Well, Mike, you're right. Derek Culver gets a double team every single time. However, Derek Culver almost never knows what to do when the double team comes.
It's true.
He's looking for the cut because and I was talking to Chris Hall about this, and he was putting me on game. Issa had been cutting that path down the middle when he would get the double team, and Culver would drop it off. Well, now it's not there because Issa's not doing it. Chase Harler is trying to do it, but he's obviously not as big or as skilled as Issa.
Yeah, he can't do it.
So it doesn't work. And he keeps turning into the strong side of the double team, which means he's just in bad position. And so, again, it's a smart move to double team them. And it's not the best. And the other reason is because we're terrible at entrance passes.
And first of all, terrible at entrance passes.
Well, any passes.
But once he gets the ball and people double team him, it's a great idea because it's not like we're going to hit a three, you know. I would just
shade. Actually, it's not even shade. That's just straight.
I was like, that's straight.
It's straight truth.
Straight up, like you can play a zone where you say don't break the 3-point line, keep everything in the middle, and force them to shoot. That's our problem.
But honestly, couldn't you say that? When's the last time you couldn't say that about a Bob Huggins team?
It's true. It's true.
We've struggled with shooting for a while.
But especially this year, we don't have a consistent scorer. We have nobody who is consistent, especially with Beetle going down. Beetle.
So who would you trust the most
now?
With Beetle out, who do you trust the most to just get you buckets?
Oh man, Culver, and they're on putbacks. You know, it's troubling when your best offense
is a rebound putback.
I
like. I'm gonna say it wrong. Is Brandon Napper? Yeah. Brandon, right?
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call him. Why do I want to call him Derek Napper? I did it a lot. Anyway, to me, Brandon Napper's got the most upside. I'm curious about
because Derek Derek Pitts. Never mind, that doesn't work. Never mind.
We went to school with a Derek Knapp.
I was gonna say Derek Pitts was from South Charleston, so is Napper. So maybe, but his name's Derek. So,
but anyway, that brings us to another question, Jeremy. How much of this roster do you think will be here next year?
No clue. We already see two gone.
I say minimum 2 more go. I don't know if it's Huggy's decision or theirs, but I would bet you minimum 2 more go.
All right, I don't know. I really don't know. I've never seen a situation like this.
Never in my life.
Where it's so very clear. The ship is sank. The ship is sank. There's no buying in. It's just
a wrap.
It is.
Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we didn't win a game for the rest of the season, because when we get down, it's like, oh, here we go again. When we hit those scoring droughts, it's like, here we go again. We never.
It's not like nothing. It is here we go again.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. You just if you have a couple guys who believe it. You know what they say, you got to believe to achieve. What's that from Sister Act?
Well, yeah, I don't know, but you can believe all you want. We don't have the people to put the ball in the hoop. That's just the bottom line. Or get the ball. Like there's too many missing pieces from this team. Now we had Coach Hahn on, and which you're gonna have to listen to Thursday, because I asked him. I said, "What one thing would you do that currently our coach Huggins isn't doing? What would you do differently than him?" And he gives us such a good answer. Not such a good answer. He just gives us the truth. It's just it's a straight 100% truth.
I don't agree with his result, though. What he said the result would be.
Okay. But here's the thing. You're going to have to tune in Thursday, listen to the podcast, hear what Billy Hahn says would be the answer for West Virginia University.
Yep. His answer's right, but it's also not going to happen.
Man, I can't think of another time it's been this rough to be a Mountaineer fan. And what I mean by this rough is the transition after basketball season is already tough enough figuring out what you're going to do. When this transition starts months, like we're almost to March and I could care less. What's March got to do with that?
When's the last time WVU basketball didn't care about March?
Or what wasn't even on the bubble?
That's what I mean. When's the last time?
I don't know.
Because it had to have been, but even then with Aaron Harris and the rest of them, like we were on the
I've never been in a spot, at least I don't remember being in a spot where we didn't even have, we weren't even fighting for NIT. It's over. It's done. Like the season, I watch any chance I get. I record the games just because I love West Virginia and I want to watch them. But it's just anticlimactic. Like I watch a little Zion Williamson if he's on.
You said a little. I thought you said little Zion Williamson. Ain't nothing little about that dude. Gigantic.
Nobody. They were talking about him. Like,
do you think he's on roids?
No, I think he's just a big kid.
That's what I think too.
I think he's just.
You know who tried to convince me he's on roids?
Who?
Heath J.
No, I think that he's just a freak. I think he's just a freak
of nature.
That dude should be playing football.
He should be a tight end.
Dude
No, he shouldn't. He should be playing basketball with a guaranteed contract. And did you see what Machado got in
He should
baseball?
be a defensive end, a designated hitter, a
Yeah.
volleyball player.
Yeah.
He can be whatever he
bulldozer.
wants. A bouncer, an enforcer, whatever he wants to
Mob
be.
ties, whatever.
You know.
What we got, Jay? Jordan. I keep saying Jay. All right, we got our first phone call request.
We're about
Who is it? Who is it? No name, so we're gonna see if this is a prank. I'm kind of hoping it is, to be honest.
By the way, I was thinking the couple pranks we got could have been so much better. I just feel like if you're gonna do it, like at least like wind it up, like have us believe it a little bit. Go into the conference. I'm not giving nobody no ideas.
Yeah, you definitely are giving ideas. You're not giving ideas. You're giving a tutorial. You're giving 100% tutorial.
Lesson by
what's up?
lesson. Man.
No, not giving anybody ideas. It's my music.
I'm gonna make a song to it.
Who we got here? It's the Raspy Voice Kids.
It's Dylan from Parkersburg.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Parkersburg
what up,
in the
Dylan?
house?
Yeah. Dylan was on with
What's
us.
up?
How you doing, man?
Yeah. Good. How are you?
Good. Dylan from Red Cup is here with us right now. You got a question or a comment, or you just checking in on the boys?
A little bit about just seeing how you guys are doing.
We're good, man. Fantastic. We interviewed Billy Hahn today. Never Say Never. AJ today.
Speak for yourself. He said fantastic. I said I hit a deer. Okay.
2 days ago.
Yeah, car still smashed up. What are you talking about? Like I got to get out of my
You
car.
got to learn to let stuff go.
I got to get out of my car. With people, look. People talk about riding around in a nice whip. Like we talk about how heads turn when you drive a tight car. I love it. You know what heads turn also when you got one light and your hood's all smashed in.
No lie. If I see a car like Jeremy's, I guarantee there's meth somewhere hidden one compartment.
No. All right, Dylan. All right, how are you, man?
I'm great. So I got a question.
We got
Austin Kendall. What is your expectations?
Well, did you see he's in the top 10 for Heisman finalists?
I did see that.
25-1 odds.
I like it.
I love it because Vegas doesn't care about anything but money. So there's no emotion, there's no bias involved. If they're basically saying he's a top 10 player for next year. And I think our defense was already going to be improved even with the 3-3-5 and Gibby, which a lot of people hated. So, and I know we have weapons. Carrier loves Sam James. He told me that dude was the most relentless dude that was on the squad. Sam James got some run last year. We got four running backs deep this year. The question will be offensive line, but if the offensive line can protect, we should be good with Giovanni Haskins at tight end. Kendall could put up some good numbers. The question, though, is what offense are we running? I don't know what offense we're going to run. I don't know how often he's going to throw the ball. I don't see us winning more than 8 games next year. I think the ceiling's probably 8 or 9 with the bottom. My expectation is 8 or 9 at best, 6 or 7 at worst.
I'm honestly,
and by the way, I'll spot on this year. So
I'm super pumped and excited to see Austin Kendall. Like I watch his YouTube and it has me feeling like I think Brandon hit the nail on the head. If we have an offensive line that can protect him, I think he can put up stupid numbers. Maybe not stupid numbers. But I think he could put up really good stats. This coaching staff seems like they're just ready for it. I guess that's my thing.
The coaching staff seems like they're
ready for it. They're hungry for it.
The
kids seem excited to get out there and work for him. And go look at Austin Kendall's YouTube, man. The dude looks like he could throw it. As a matter of fact, the dude from the dude we had on from Oklahoma, the writer of the year, he said that Austin Kendall can also run. He actually called him a true dual threat because I brought up the fact that just because a quarterback can run like Will Grier doesn't make him dual threat. Will Grier never wanted to take off. He says Austin Kendall will do that on a regular. So if he can really do that to take off when he needs to, I've seen him throw the rock on film. I keep saying YouTube. I watched him thread the needle and put a spin on the ball. So he can definitely throw. So I'm excited. And I expected him.
And I saw Lil Fufu run it to the house against Tennessee. And I saw Marcus Sims tear people up nonstop, 3 straight 100-yard games until I know we got some horses.
Giovanni Haskins, the tight end.
We got horses in the stable already, and that we're bringing in freshmen that might get some run too. Like I'm not worried about it. When's the last time we didn't have good receivers?
Oh, it's been a long time.
I don't remember. So people worried about receivers
because
people keep saying we lose our top 2 receivers. I'm like, that's true, but we lost Shelton Gibson
We get
and
Chris
Jaquil
Sims.
Shorts, and then we replaced them, and immediately there was basically no drop off. Like Skylar Howard has thrown the second most touchdowns ever in a West Virginia uniform, but that was because of Dana's system. So when we talk about numbers, I know you went back on the stupid numbers. I can't imagine anybody's going to put. I think our offense is going to be more balanced. I could be wrong, but I think it will be.
Yeah.
So going on top of that, if people say he really is a dual threat, does that eliminate the chances of a dual quarterback system with Trey Lowe?
I don't think there's going to be a dual quarterback system anyway. I think very few coaching staffs want to do that, and I think even less successful coaching staffs do it. I think by the end of spring, I think going into fall, it'll be clear cut who the quarterback is. I don't know if it'll be.
Do you think there would be a chance of a position switch, maybe?
For
Get
Trey
him on
Lowe?
the field more? Yeah.
I don't know. I doubt it because we only have 3 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster, and Trey Lowe plays baseball too. So it doesn't hurt him to stay. It's not like he's a guy who's not getting a chance to do something he loves because he still gets to play baseball and he can stay on scholarship. You see what I'm saying? Like, and fight for the chance to start. I don't see him changing positions.
And here's the worst part.
But I don't know.
I haven't seen Trey Lowe. I've seen him a little bit, but I haven't really seen Trey Lowe. I don't know how quick he is. I don't know how fast he is. I don't know if he could change positions. I know Jack Allison is there, a quarterback, but just because your position's filled up doesn't mean you can switch over to something else. I mean, hopefully he can for the young man. I hope everything works out perfectly and everything that he needs to happen happens. But I don't know if he's switching positions,
Well, like I said, there's only 3 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster. I mean, that's the minimum you need.
Here's the thing.
Even just for
here's the truth. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's good.
Here's the truth. What year is Austin Kendall?
Junior.
Is he a junior?
Yeah.
Even though
I think so.
He's a junior. If he
got
balls,
2 years to play too.
If he balls out and he's a quarterback who's great, really great, has his shoulders above the other two, one of those two are transferring. Trey Lowe and Jack Allison.
I don't see Jack Allison transferring a second time.
I'm just saying I don't foresee them both still being on the squad.
I don't see Trey Lowe leaving again because he plays baseball.
Brandon, there's other schools that play baseball. If Austin Kendall comes and he's the truth and he has 2 years to play, both them quarterbacks aren't staying in Morgantown.
Trey Lowe redshirted, so that would make him a redshirt freshman this year.
Okay.
So if he stays, he'd be a redshirt sophomore, and he would be in a position battle with Jack Allison.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I don't think that. I think there's a lot to be learned. We still have a lot to figure out with the quarterback position. These are good questions because we really don't know.
Yeah, that's really true.
Well, we appreciate the call, Dylan. Anytime, man.
No problem. Always good talking to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. We got what up, Chad Rogers. Chad Rogers said what up.
Chad Rogers, sports
shout out.
fans, the newest sponsor of the RVK. Get at us. Get at him. He's located right there in Hurricane.
You're talking about Matthew Beaver. He just asked, do you think Wesco's going to get drafted?
Oh, yeah.
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 Here's the thing. I think he was a little bit on the line. I think his Senior Bowl went so well. He showed the old school blocking tight end with the new school feel who could catch passes and stretch the field a little bit. Maybe not as quick as Tony Gonzalez. Maybe not as big of a target as Tony Gonzalez, but very much a blocker and a receiver, a tight end that can do both. I think
he reminded me of more of like Bubba Franks from Miami.
Okay.
To me, I mean, I could be wrong.
I just immediately thought about a tight end who can block and receiver.
Who could do both.
Yeah, who can block and receiver. He's not like the receiver like Tony Gonzalez was.
Also, almost nobody on here is going to know who Bubba Franks is.
Probably don't remember who Tony Gonzalez is.
Yeah.
Old head dudes.
Old
heads.
Man, Bubba Franks was the man in Miami at the U. But anyway.
They were tight end U for a long time because then came along Jeremy Shockey. Then
Kellen
Kellen Winslow
Jr.
Man, it was tight end U down there.
Corey hit a deer. Matthew Beaver says, any word on Sags leaving or staying? We've talked about this at length. I don't see there. If Sags was going to leave, he would have left, in my opinion. Now, I don't have inside information other than what I've been told basically I've been told we're probably not going to see him this year. And they didn't want to, one of the people I spoke to said they didn't want to get false hope. So he's probably done almost, I would bet, if I was a betting man, I'd bet all money that he's done for this year. That said, if he's not going to play anymore this year and he's going to go pro or transfer or whatever, why hasn't he left? If he's going to be a professional, go get paid right now. You can get a check right now. You're not getting a check in college. So to me, my thought is he's clearly staying. And we're going to have Culver, Schwebwe, and Sags in the paint next year.
I hope you're right, and I think it'd be sick. Can you imagine those three on the court?
Yeah, but none of it will matter if we can't get somebody who can throw it to him.
But you know what? Another thing I'm going to say is, I said, can you imagine? I remember sitting here last year doing the exact same thing. Can you imagine when Sags? Oh, I guess we haven't been able to see because Sags hasn't been on the court. But I was saying Sags and the point guard.
Napper?
No. How am I forgetting his name?
McCabe.
The pick and roll with Sags and McCabe.
Yeah.
You know how sick it's going to be. We get this offense. I remember saying that last year, too. Now, granted, Sags got hurt. I'm just ready to see, that front line, that lineup looks like it'll be amazing. Looks like it, but I'm ready to see it.
Matthew Beaver says, as little as Sags has played, I can't see why he would leave. Do you know that Kyrie Irving played a total of 11 games for Duke?
Kyrie and Sags do not go in the same sentence.
No, my point is the NBA doesn't care if you can play. You show up at that combine, you can play.
My
they don't care.
I'm sorry.
They draft kids out of high school who never even played a college
If
game.
you can play, you can play.
If you can play, you can play. This is not the NFL where there's a direct correlation with physical, like size and maturity are not the same thing. 18-year-old kids have proven they can play in the league over and over again. So,
no question. Yeah.
I thought you were going to start singing over and over again. So people keep saying that he hasn't played, so he's not going to get drafted. This is not the NFL. They do not care. If he can play, they'll draft him. If they think he can play, they'll draft him. I mean, teams don't tank in the NFL. Teams don't tank anywhere but the NBA to draft kids. It's a whole different ballgame. They don't care how many games you played against Southwest Canisius State. So that's my opinion on it. And you're right, Matthew. They're going to need some guards, 100%.
Some scoring guards. Matter of fact,
any kind of guards. Any people who can feed the ball.
And defend.
Yeah. But in my opinion, Jordan McCabe, again, I was at the game last night. McCabe was the first person on the court getting shots up. The kid will improve. I have 100% faith in that.
I believe that
his ceiling,
work ethic.
I think his ceiling is lower than what most Mountaineer fans thought initially.
I agree 100%.
But I don't think he's going to be as bad as so many people have already decided he's going to be now.
No, because it's about hard work. College basketball, talent gets you a lot of places, but if you put the work in, especially in college basketball, I feel like you'll see the dividends being,
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything else in life. Talent takes you so far, hard work takes you the other.
Yeah.
If you have both, then you almost always will. And also, you really have to have passion for what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jordan McCabe is in love with the game. And like somebody was talking about the other day, the basketball gods, they don't like people who cheat the game. Jordan McCabe is not cheating the game. That dude's out there putting in the work. So basically what I'm saying is you put in the work, it's going to happen. There are no basketball gods, in case anybody's confused by my air quotes. But yeah, you work hard, you want it, and you have any kind of talent. Because the dude can handle the rock. We know he has a basketball IQ. The speed of the game seems to be too much for him, but he's catching up.
I want to know where everybody's brackets are going to be. Like, do you feel
I
like...
don't even care about a bracket.
That's what I'm saying. Brandon.
I don't even care.
It just hit me. I'm going to get the bracket and know nothing about anything. I know Kentucky is legit. Kentucky's good. I know
Kentucky's improving every week. They just beat Tennessee.
Duke is legit. Gonzaga looks like normal Gonzaga. For Mountaineer Nation, though, like I would love to see our brackets this year.
Gonzaga looks like normal. What? I guess
every last few years they've been a pretty high seed, and they're going to go to Sweet 16 or Elite 8. That's what I mean by Gonzaga's going to Gonzaga. They're going to go to Sweet 16, Elite 8, be a 1 or 2 seed. Yep. That's what they do.
Yep,
my bracket.
What's that dude's name at what's his name? The dude's dunking on everybody. Never mind, I can't remember his name.
Williamson?
No, well, no. Yeah, him. No, I think his name is Jawad. Anyway.
Where's he from?
Tiny school.
Gosh, so you don't know his name.
Yeah, I don't know. He was on SportsCenter, though. They've been talking about him a lot.
Go ahead.
Somebody, John Tennis says, Culver will be a beast, just needs some fine-tuning. Yeah, the guy basically throws the ball at the basket. Every pass he tries to throw through somebody, those are all things that can be improved.
Yeah.
You can't make somebody taller. You can't. There's a limit to how much stronger you can make somebody. He's got the physical tools, but like you said, the fine tuning. If you get the fine tuner down, the little simple things like how to get out of a double team, where to find the cutter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
What are you laughing about?
No, I'm still on the March Madness thing. Like I just thought about. I mean, I don't know if you want to switch the subjects, but I just thought about. So I said Gonzaga's going to Gonzaga. Then I thought about teams like Tennessee. Tennessee, I don't care how good you are, you will not be going to my Final Four.
Really?
They will not. I think they have the talent to. I think they have the talent to.
So why, if they have the talent to, why aren't they going?
Because they're Tennessee and they've never been to a Final Four in their entire. No, something will happen. It's almost like, and I almost feel like Kansas is the same way. Post the one national championship that they have, I have no faith in Kansas. I think Kansas, actually, I thought this last year, I was wrong, but I feel like Kansas may get bounced before the Sweet 16.
It's terrible that they get such little return on their financial investment.
It's true.
By the way, so Matthew Beaver says, it sucks that Kansas isn't going to win the Big 12 this year, and this is the season that we're awful. No, it doesn't just suck. That is exactly what happens to Mountaineers.
Hold up, I got to read this. It sucks that Kansas isn't going to win the Big 12 this year.
Saying is like the Big 12 is wide open.
But you know what? I don't think that. I think
because the last 3 years,
I guess
the last 3 years we would have won. We were close enough to win it.
Yeah. No,
the last 3 teams would have won the Big 12 this year.
It was just weird to me because you said it sucks that Kansas isn't going to win the Big 12 this year, and my mind immediately thought nobody outside of not Manhattan, but Lawrence, Kansas feels that way because the whole Big 12. I was listening to something and they were talking about how the whole Big 12 wants anybody but Kansas to win it this year. But I get what you're saying. If we were better, we would have an opportunity.
Yeah, and I personally think the league would like somebody else to win because it looks more balanced that way.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody else in the league, what is it, 14 straight years?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like
I don't even know how that's possible. Like we can hate Bill stuff all we want, but props to that dude. They spending money on the right people.
Yeah, I don't.
Rock, chalk, pay Hawks.
How long has it been for Oklahoma in football?
I think
6?
they won 3 out of the last. No, I think they've only won 3 out of the last 4.
Okay.
Remember Baylor, TCU.
I forgot.
Won.
Yeah, they co-championed it.
Yeah, so I think they won 3 of the last 4 or 4 of the last. I mean, it's still absurd though.
Yeah, I know.
And I think college football is harder to win at because you have to have so many more players.
I think so too. College basketball though, 14 straight years. That's crazy. I feel like I'm on dynasty.
Corey Turner
mode.
says, "Don't sleep on Michigan."
Oh, Corey. First of all, I feel like I'm in a dynasty mode, playing my own dynasty, seeing 14 straight conference championships. Second of all, thank you, Corey. Corey, I was about to say this, and I was feeling this the other day, and I was watching. Actually, I've never said it to anybody else. I feel like I may have Michigan cutting down the nets. I almost tweeted that out. Is this the year John Beilein finally cuts down the nets?
Love that dude so much.
I honestly feel like it might be. You were 1,000% right about that. Don't copy my bracket. Don't try to cheat other than Corey. Everybody else, don't be trying to put Michigan in your Final Four now.
Yeah, because you're the only person who can recognize that they're good at basketball. You're the only person who can
Especially because I already said I haven't been watching college basketball this year. I'm going to act like the expert.
Shout out to sports fans again, putting us on his Facebook. Shout out to Swill Dog. Swill Dog is going to be at the West Virginia Hard Cider and Wine Tasting, the West Virginia Trout Fest, Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're excited to be a part of it. And as always, they want you to get Swill.
Can they hear this music? They can't, right?
They can.
Oh.
I fixed it.
Oh.
Any music requests?
I'm just doing instrumentals right now.
Yeah, that's all we're offering them. Somebody asked the question, do we think Beilein is better than Huggy as a coach?
It's a good question.
Well, for one, Huggy's been better historically overall. I shouldn't say better historically because I don't know win percentages, but he's compiled 850 wins. Beilein has not done that. So that gives Huggy the advantage. Huggy's way overdue for the Hall of Fame. And Huggy's produced more NBA players. But John Beilein, in the last 10 years, John Beilein seems to have had more success.
That's a close call. When it's all said and done, right now, I think you got to take Huggy. In the end, that might be a closer debate than what most people think right now. That's a good question. Beilein, Deshaun Butler, I remember talking to him, and he said Beilein teaches you basketball 101.
Yep.
When you leave playing with John Beilein, you know how to pass the ball. You know passing lanes. You know basketball. He said the difference is Huggins teaches you how to be a man.
100%.
And he said there's a big difference between the two. I actually asked him. I just said straight up, Beilein or Hugs, and he said Hugs. You know.
Yeah. Nah. You know I love Hugs, and Jeremy always says, if you're West Virginia, you thank God for 2 things.
Yeah. Well, you set up the thing.
I set you up to spike.
Cole and Bobby Huggins.
The herd hater finally returns to the Raspy Voice Kids. He says, thank you for keeping it real. I hate all the fake ears, and I know they are watching. HH. Lowercase h, capital H.
Herd hater.
Shout to Herd Hater. Yeah, man. As far as keeping it real, Jeremy and I don't know any other way. We're just ourselves. And we have fun with this. We're always going to just be honest, and we have no ulterior motives. We don't have dual allegiances. We just talk about WVU. We talk about sports. We just keep it real.
That's what it is.
And speaking of dual allegiances, we were supposed to talk about this a long time ago. We never did. We're supposed to have Danielle Bell on. How you can root for one team in college basketball and another in college football.
Yeah, no.
Because she's an Ohio State Buckeye fan in football, and she's a Duke Blue Devil fan in basketball.
And by the way, we're going to do this on the podcast too later on. But
you know, we met, what's his name? There's a dude, a friend of ours. He had an entire North Carolina uniform and an entire Duke uniform.
Same basketball?
Nathan Copeland.
Yeah, you bet.
Who cares? He's the one who has it.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
And
That's
we
not
told his
okay.
face,
It's not
not
okay.
okay.
That's
It's not okay.
That's not okay. I don't get it. And people come up.
They know I don't get it. It's like that's like betting. It's like betting on red and black at a roulette table to make sure you win.
That's like Eddie Federline. Loved Maryland basketball back when they win the national championship.
Gary Williams in the house.
And then all
Billy
of a
Warren in the
sudden,
house.
but he liked Michigan football. And everybody and their mama got an excuse why they will. My grandfather, no. I'm sorry.
By every excuse, you're talking about Heath, who is a Kentucky fan in basketball and Ohio State. It's funny to me how nobody's ever a Drexel fan in basketball and a Kansas fan in football.
It's funny how that works.
It's funny how that works. It doesn't matter that your grandpa went to where nobody cares about that when the team's garbage. But suddenly you love it so much.
And by the way, I'm getting to an age I can't hate on him. I understand it.
I called my dad one day and I called him. I think it was a Mountaineer loss, and I said, "You did this to me."
No.
You did this to me.
I remember asking my grandfather. Somebody asked my grandfather, "Who's your favorite team?" He looked at dead eye and said, "Whoever's winning." That's called the easy life. You know what your life is?
It's the sweet life.
If you know what your life is, if you only root for who's winning, I'm telling you, I'm about to change any day now. My favorite team is about to be Golden State, the Rockets, and the Lakers. Scratch Lakers. It's all the good teams, okay? Bandwagoning will just make my life so much easier.
Who you got tomorrow, Jeremy? Duke or North Carolina?
Let me think. Extensive knowledge. North Carolina.
This is easy.
Duke. Who has Zion Williamson? Duke. And who's the other dude on
RJ
that
Barrett.
Nah. It's going to be Michigan Duke in the finals. And I'm calling the upset.
But that depends on the bracket. What do they get?
Look, just like on the Water Boy. I said, what's the girl say? Score's gonna be, anyways. It's gonna be Michigan Duke in the NCAA championship, and I'm picking Michigan with the upset over Duke. You heard it here first. Remember this. Log it. Write it down. Whatever you need to do.
Michael Witt said, "Duke football and Alabama basketball, not a large club." Hey man, props to you for being in there. I don't believe you, but props to you. That was a good little matchup you put in there.
Is he in there?
No, he's in the fan club. He likes Duke football and Alabama basketball. Chad Rogers, sports fan. Shout out to sports fans. He says Sean McNeil is the guard WVU should get. Now, what I need from you, Chad, tell us why they should get Sean McNeil, because I want to hear your opinion on this. But anyway, I think we're getting some JUCO transfers personally.
Duke football and Alabama Duke football, Alabama basketball. You know what? I'm so slow. When you said Duke and Alabama, my mind went Duke basketball, Alabama football. That's why I just kept going. It's so funny.
No, that's why I said I don't know how that happened to you, but props to you for being able to admit it and sticking with it. Trevor Mail says, "I know that this is way off topic, but I just went to the grocery store and I thought you were saying you had to buy your own groceries." I was like, yeah, me too. But he said he had to bag his own groceries. It's all right, man. Don't hurt you.
Nah. Paper or plastic.
You'll be all right.
I don't understand why people ever pick paper over plastic.
Hey, I heard somebody say this is my favorite thing. Did you see that meme that said, don't ever blame black people when you see a seal choking on plastic bags. We don't never throw ours away. All of ours are. And somebody says, if you don't use a plastic grocery bag for your trash can, you too bougie for me. That's how I feel. I come to your house, you got some kind of real waste basket.
I just feel like it's a little why would I want to carry something in my arms? Give me a plastic bag. Let me carry it in my hands.
There's something about a paper sack I like though.
You could take like 10. You could take like 10 different bags. Why? I don't know why. Like you even have paper. All right.
I like the feel of it though. I like the feel. I like the sound. I like it.
You can take 2
Jordan's
bags.
looking at me derisively.
If you have a paper bag, if you have paper bags, you can only take 2 at a time at most. You max
Speak
out
for
there.
yourself. Okay? Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Just
Brandon can carry 3.
No. 4. See, Jordan, don't he sell me short, man. Michael Witt. Oh, he was joking.
Brandon, you thought he's a Mountaineer. Brandon,
I was giving him props.
Who likes Duke football?
He's a Mountaineer football, basketball, baseball, gymnastic, marbles, etc. Shout out to the marble team, wherever y'all. There's got to be a professional marble team, right?
Somewhere
there's got to be a professional marble team. Like, and also I want to know how they came up with curling. By the way, how'd they come up with curling? Who invented that? Oh, how are we not talking about Jussie Smollett, Jeremy?
How did we not?
Jussie Smollett from Empire lied. They said he got.
I have no clue what he's talking about right now. I don't know who Jussie Smollett is.
No, not Jussie. Jussie. As Dustin Long would say.
I don't know Jussie.
As Dustin Long would say, fool, you know your name is Jussie.
I have no clue what he's talking about.
So
right
he's
now.
on the show Empire.
Okay.
His character is gay. In real life, he's gay.
All right.
They were saying, let me just tell you. He comes out and says that he goes to the police, says he was attacked by guys wearing MAGA hats. They put a noose around his neck and poured bleach on him. And of course, the community went crazy defending and protecting him. But the moment he said the word that he said, that they were using racial slurs and anti-gay and lesbian slurs, I smelled a rat instantly. I hoped I was wrong, but I smelled a rat instantly. Sure enough, they find out, Jeremy. They pick up 2 people in custody. Both black dudes, African dudes. Both worked on set on Empire. And the truth came out that he paid them to attack him.
Why?
Why, you say? Because the rumor is they were gonna write his character off of Empire, Jeremy.
And that's why he did it?
The moron, they have security footage, and of course they're like, they didn't see anything. People are so stupid.
Yeah.
So look, this is the thing I just sent Mom, by the way. I sent her this.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I definitely didn't know any of that.
Look. I'll read you. It says, fight back. It's got the Nike symbol. Let me see if y'all can see this. Nah, I ain't gonna see it. It says, fight back, even if you paid them to jump you. Jussie, do it.
Oh, is that him?
Fight back, even if you paid them to jump you.
I mean, like, what does it have to come
What
to?
is wrong with people?
I don't understand what goes into some people's heads. Like, when they think, oh, this is going to be this is going to work.
Which is why, people are stupid. But that's why when I don't talk about that kind of stuff very often. But that's why when I posted what I did today, I think it's important because you look at me, I'm not the dude who jumps on that kind of stuff. And we just aren't that way. We weren't raised that way, but we're not oblivious to it either. But at the same time, people like Jussie Smollett make it harder when people really do have problems in the world. So I hope he gets more than beat up. I hope he never works again.
No, come on now.
No, I said more than beat up. I mean I mean works as an actor. I don't mean works in life.
No, yeah,
but you're willing to,
That's crazy to me. I did not hear that. That's so funny. You gotta
this went by fast. We only got 6 minutes left.
You gotta really be at the end of your rope.
Was that an intentional pun?
No. No, it definitely
Oh,
wasn't.
it's so good. That's so good. When he said it, I was like, a little cheesy but clever, but nope, got to be yeah, he sure was at the end of the rope. Yeah, wait, what are we talking about, Matt Long? Oh, yeah. Somebody said that Machado, by the way, so Manny Machado got $300 million.
Baseball money's crazy.
That's why I'm telling you.
Kyler Murray's an idiot for not playing baseball.
But that's why I'm telling you he's guaranteed. Did we argue about this? I'm going number one?
No. We didn't argue about it.
Somebody argued with me. I said Kyler Murray has gotten assurance from Arizona because they have the same agent. He's going number one.
No. We talked. I don't think we debated. And I also said coaches are straight up liars. A lot of coaches say a lot of things.
There's no way you give up guaranteed money from baseball to go to the NFL and let you know you're first.
But what benefit is it to lie about the number one pick?
What do you mean?
If you're the number one team, a lot of times they'll come out and say who they're getting.
Because if somebody wants Kyler Murray, it might be a trade bargaining chip. I don't know.
That's what doesn't make sense to me.
That's from the same guy.
And did we call him?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's Dylan again. Are all of us overlooking our new boomstick kicker and punter, Colton McGee, we just signed? Actually, when we had, I think it was Chris Anderson or Keenan
That's right.
Cummings, they brought that up. They said it's not a glory position. So you got to pay attention, but you got to watch the show. It says not a glory position, but that he could be, as far as his position
Most
is
exciting,
concerned,
yeah.
the most successful of all of them.
And like you said, punters and kickers don't always get a bunch of stars. I mean, almost never get a bunch of stars. But he's every bit of a 5-star if punters
For
and
what he
kickers-
does.
Yeah, if punters and kickers. Usually
And it
get-
matters. If you remember, that's one thing that's a real knock on Dana Holgerson. We were so bad at special teams. Do you guys remember the year that we literally quit having people field punts? He didn't have anybody back there. Daryl Worley got hurt trying to against Baylor.
The thing I've always noticed about great teams, there are a lot of things I noticed about great teams. But one thing I've always noticed about great teams is their kicker always kicks it 70 yards. Okay, maybe it's not 70 yards. That's an exaggeration. They always pin you deep. They always switch a field position. Go watch LSU. Go watch Alabama. Go watch Georgia. Go watch Ohio State. Go watch Clemson. They all have punters who change the game. That's what I noticed when you play big boy teams. We're always starting inside our inside our 10, our 20-yard line. So to get somebody who like that who can switch the
Flip the field.
is big.
The other thing about flipping the field, in my opinion, is basically what you're saying is everything is easier when you do that. It's easier on the defense. You get more rest. You limit what the other offense can do. And then your team is also starting in a better position when you're on offense. But I also think it's a morale boost or bust. If you play great defense, you make them, or great, how would that go? Your defense is playing well. You get a 3-and-out. No, this doesn't work that way.
No, not at all. I was
I'm trying to think.
Trying to let you work your way through it, but no, that doesn't work.
Never mind. Strike that from the record.
But it is big. Like I said, your offense puts you in a hole. You're back on your 30-yard line, and all of a sudden he booms it, and they're starting on their 30-yard line. It's huge. So that's definitely a good point. It's definitely a good point, good thing to look out for. But didn't we have a kid a couple years ago from Australia that we recruited?
That was last year, Angus.
And then he never showed up?
No, he did show up. He left.
And he
By the way,
went
this
home,
just in, walk-off, TJ Lake singles home the game-winning run, and WVU beats Canisius 5-4. Hail, West Virginia. Q Country Roads. We're not out yet. We got one more. Who is it?
No, I'm queuing Country Roads.
Country Roads coming up. By the way, guys, again, West Virginia Anthem played in the Coliseum. We should be hearing it more, but now it's John Denver time.
This is a perfect outro right here. Take me home to the place
I belong, West Virginia. I got a cold still.
That's a wrap. We are going to see you next week. Same time, same place, same number. Text us, call us, get at us so we can get back to you. Raspy Voice Kids, JM Fiend with
I also hate Pitt. Brandon Phoenix. You know us. We love y'all.